Absolutely, it's contradictory. On the one hand, have a peace deal in Swat Valley and right next door launch a military operation in Buner and in Lower Deed. And that is something that people within the government, within the Pakistan People's Party, within the PMLN and also their coalition partner in Sindh, the MQM, have been saying that there should be a clear-cut policy regarding the Taliban. Either have a peace deal with them and negotiate with them or launch a military operation against them. And also we saw here in Lahore yesterday a rally of civil society people coming together, urging the government to do more in terms of clamping down on terrorists, on these Taliban. So there is a fear factor here in Pakistan as well, and they are very keen, people here are very keen that the government take on a very clear position.
I'm sure the government is alert that the movement into the Punjab by suspected Taliban and their tie-up with the Jaish-e-Mohammed or Sipah Sahaba has not gone unnoticed. But right now I don't see that they're going to cross over into India and come charging at us. First they have to tackle their situation inside Punjab, both the army as well as the Taliban. And I also feel that the Taliban are not going to be there in the kind of strength that they are there in say Buner or Swat or in Fatah. These are most likely to be urban type of guerrilla attacks that we have seen in the past. We've seen that in Lahore, we've seen that in Rawalpindi and Islamabad. So those kinds of activities, if the Taliban are there in strength, will increase in the short term.
It certainly casts a shadow over India-Pakistan relations, but there is no need to overreact, let alone get into a panic. I think our administration, our security forces are fully equipped to deal with it. It's just that you shouldn't lower your guard. If it's terrorist strikes you that you have to guard against, then I think much needs to be done, but there's no need to be alarmed by this, I think. The real threat is in Pakistan.
I don't think there is any great difference between the Jaish-e-Mohammed or the Lashkar-e-Taiba acting on their own or acting along with the Taliban. But we know that these groups, the Punjabi groups, have been in touch, in league with the Taliban, and they've been acting together. So whether they come into India simultaneously or together it doesn't really make a difference on the ground. There would be no change in policy in tackling terrorism. But I want to add something here, that the biggest threat today is to Pakistan, not to us. And the threat is as a result of their own policies over the past 60 years of creating hatred.